A big beautiful tax code is gonna f*** us all. Collusion and bans at the World Series of Poker. And our main story, Will Kassouf has returned from his slumber to take back the throne of the most annoying, insufferable poker player in the main event, ongoing now. We got it all, plus more on tonight on...
You're a champion.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan DePaul, and welcome to a very special edition of the DGen Debrief. Funny to bump into you here on the Coin Poker YouTube channel. Please subscribe, as it will help me keep my job. They want to build up them socials. So I'm not going to post on my channel until after August 11th to one of my strikes lift, because I am technically out of YouTube jail. It's the same as regular jail, just with a lot more, a lot more sex. Whew, I gotta get Danny's naked body out of my head, so let's get right into the stories. We won't bury the lead here, folks. You know how we do. Will Kassouf has returned. Everybody's talking about him. And despite not being in the public eye or playing on live streams for 9 years, he is everywhere. He's a player with $2 million in live earnings and $5 billion in live rage bait. Well, he was banned from the World Series of Poker, at least for the rest of this year, and escorted off the premises after he busted the main event in 33rd place, taking home $300K. Now, this year, his antics were unlike anything that we have ever seen in any main event, and I can't remember seeing anything like this really in any tournament. This story, like I said, has made headlines outside of the poker world, and the debate of Martin Cabril and Will Kassouf, is it good for poker or is it bad? I still don't know. It's getting bigger and bigger, these stories. At least we're in the New York Post. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Now, if you think you don't know who Will Kassouf is, you do. He's in every single Poker's Craziest Hands compilation that you wake up to when you pass out and YouTube is on the TV. You know, like the top 5 bluffs in poker ever. Those AI channels, all those viral clips. Well, yeah, he has a big marking in the poker world despite not being actively involved in it at all. He plays, but almost all of his viral clips come from a 2016 run in the main event.
I'll set our shirt. I'll keep it friendly.
You're going to show me a worse hand now. What does that mean?
I'm not, but...
This is your last warning. You're going to get a penalty. If
She comes talk to me. I said nothing.
She's not talking to you personally.
She just talking
out loud, okay? I'm going to ask you real quick. The next
I didn't
time
say a word.
if you make one more gesture like that,
Okay. I'm just trying to be friendly with the lady. That'll... Okay.
this is not friendly. Okay? You and I are going to have a conversation when this
I'll
hand is
apologize.
over, okay?
She folds. You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to.
Sick bluff. Turn the double gutter and missed. Never mind. 9 high like a boss.
Now, this was back when the episodes of the main event were edited in part, which gave him the chance to have some of his speech play, which we'll get into more, come off as fun and cool, and not manic and infuriating. But he's like Cabril, just about 4 or 5 pips lower in clever, and 4 or 5 pips higher in being higher and annoying. His antics used to be perceived as somewhat charming, a lot like Cabril now, but he ramped up the meth for this go-around in the public eye. Why is this such a big story? What did Will Kassouf actually do? Well, nothing, sort of, and everything. Like, by the rules, it seems all he's guilty of is being like super duper extra annoying and tanking, but if you watch some clips, you'll see that it is like well beyond that.
Well, this has been building throughout the course of the last couple days.
1 round penalty starts now.
And Kassouf has been handed a 1-round penalty.
Table.
That hand's dead now.
Can I just see that? What? Why's that?
This is one.
I thought I'm going to play this hand. What?
No.
Okay, can you call Jack F all over, please?
Get ready to get security, and you're going to get thrown out. And you're going to get disqualified. No, you've talked too much. If you follow me, I will get security and take you out. Go over here to the corner. Take your penalty.
Okay,
keep your mouth shut, and you can go back and play.
Now, Will, over the course of his 7-day run, got multiple 1-round penalties, countless warnings, and a personal 10-second shot clock at points because the floor were tired of his antics. He actually got a hand he was in called dead for walking away from his seat and abandoning an up and down straight draw, which he never would.
No discount, bro? I mean, it's a good flop from my hand. You hit the flop, I hit the flop. This is what they call a cooler. So if I have it, you can't have it. How much you playing?
Clock.
There it is.
I'm not
on feature.
I already said I'm not folding.
I think you should probably
I'm
just
only coming
take
here
a
because you're
seat.
hiding your chips. They're all in a row. I can't see. It's on me. No. What do you mean? No, hang on, Bob. I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
see it. I'm looking, asking.
You got up.
Okay, I'll say cool. I called him.
Away from your hand.
I'm not walking away from my hand. Bob, I'm looking.
And he called someone a prick and got another 1-round penalty with only like 11 big blinds and under 50 people left in the main.
You know, you never know with this guy. He might have dusted off in the pit on dinner.
We play for 10 million.
You don't see your cards.
Yeah, they're saying, Will, why don't you get to call the clock? Because I'm not a little bitch like the rest of you. Do you know what I mean? Excuse my French. All right? That's what I mean. That's how you're acting. That's your acting. And just saying how it is. Okay, hand fed. Go on. One second.
I believe the penalty has been handed down.
He caused his entire table to wear earplugs.
Myself in ways, but that's sporting. Some extra pairs. Wow. It's kind of unfortunate it's not happening whilst he's sitting here at the table. Oh, wow. Hendricks just sticking it over on his seat.
And the underpinning to all of this was that he kept repeating a bit from his own viral clips that quoted a 2009 SNL sketch.
Micromanage, promote synergy.
Not cringy at all. Repeating the same viral lines from your own 2 highlight clips from 10 years ago over and over and over.
9 bigs high like a boss. I got 7 bigs like a boss. That's the money, I was going to bluff with 8 high like a boss. As it happens, I get there. Pair 3s like a boss.
That's like Lil Jon walking around his house all day and his wife calls him and he's just like, yeah, it's over, bro. It was 10 years ago. Don't quote yourself. Now, some people speculated that Will was being so annoying that he was doing it strategically to get his opponents off their game and get angry, and not just a complete lack of cleverness and wit. However, these people like Scott Seaver were all but proven wrong after Will busted, and he berated Kenny Howard and whined like a baby, acting horrible as he was getting escorted off.
Oh, and it is the king.
Win? Absolute joke.
Queen for the chop, 7 for the win. Instead, king's up.
King 5. Well played. Well played. Absolute fucking joke. Disgrace. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. Sad and pathetic. I hope you're proud of yourself. It's been an absolute disgrace. Not you personally, the whole WSOP, how it's been run. Both you and Jack Apple totally out of line.
Doing an 18-minute interview with Natalie Bodie, defending little points that nobody cared about as we all watched in shock, thinking this guy truly needs help, and I think he does.
Will, is there anything you'd like to express now that you didn't get to at the table?
That's a good question. Express. Express. What's the definition of express, if I like to express? I'm not going to follow him because then he'll lose his mind. He's meant to be impartial. There's method to the madness. Why?
I know also that you mentioned this week you hadn't been eating much or sleeping much. Do you think that contributed to your frustration at all?
Not at all, no. I mean, I've had like stomach issues and that. I had 2 hours sleep last night, and this is me on 2 hours sleep. I'm like buzzing.
I do hope for his sake he gets some rest, calms down.
I don't think he's going to be calming down anytime soon.
Despite all of this, by far, in my opinion, the worst thing he did, the thing that really hurts the game of poker the most long-term and puts a toxic cloud over the whole main event, the whole World Series, is let Vanessa Cade think that they were at the feature table because of her.
I got 17th, I got 16th in that.
Now, as I said, the most generous interpretation of Will, and for those who just read about the story, might say he's just using speech play. You know, he was part of the reason that the rules had to be changed after his last run, where players can no longer say the contents of their hands. That might have been the Stephen Colbert year, but this is a time-sensitive video, and I gotta get it out. They changed some rule about Will Kassouf after his last run because he was being abusive.
You want to gamble? I'm not here to ladder, I'm here to win it. I'm not laddering. Play for the win, right? You doing the same? Or are you going to wait for the next page jump for 15?
He's an abusive person, man. It's not funny. What you're doing to me is verbal abuse. Check your privilege. You're a rude person.
I'm not speaking. Heads up.
5.6 million chips.
You want to gamble? Okay, I'm all in.
I call.
Let's go.
Whatever happens, he's cooler.
And the king's about. Show me 3.
Come on!
Now, speech play is the idea that you can talk your opponents into either outright convincing them of what you want, or in this case, getting them in an emotional state where they make illogical choices and they're off their game. Now, this is very risky. For most players, it's not worth it. You're not good enough. It's a negative free roll. You're just going to reveal more than you are able to get other people to do. Most players, when their opponent is deciding, they just stay quiet because, as I said, it's a negative free roll and it's just more chances to give something away. Now, Will was doing both. He was talking in hands, and even when he wasn't in hands, he literally did not stop talking.
If you got it, you got it. It's a cooler. I'm all in.
All right, Will.
I'm polarized. Either the absolute coconuts, nuts, or 9 high.
It won't be me, my friend.
It's not going to be, and it's not 9 high. That's all I'm saying.
Quick, before we figure it out.
I think he has a good
Ace
hand.
jack.
Better ace?
Ace jack, ace queen.
Wow, he just asked him if he has ace jack.
Soul read, ace jack. Hold any bricks about.
To shower Kassouf and put a silencer on things.
Once or twice. Hang on. Floor, can we run it twice if we agree? 2 players. Run it twice. It comes a club.
Just do it like we do it.
It's a
Yeah, don't worry, Seltzer. We're going to do it. We're going to do it like we do it.
Come, bingo. Oh, ace and club.
No! Oh, my God. He finds
You
it.
sound surprised.
Maybe you'll sit down now, you piece of shit.
One of the funniest things of all this was that because of his antics, he got to be at featured tables his whole run, but it's only at the featured tables that his opponents are not allowed to wear headphones and they can't be on their phones, making his bullshit, if it is effective, even more so. Now, his behavior is obviously insane. You've seen in some of these clips. He's sweating and all this. Now, I polled some of the audience on Twitter as I was genuinely curious. I'm no angel, but I still couldn't imagine what drug cocktail he was on, if any. I tweeted about the drug use question, and I was strongly leaning towards meth until Amanda Negreanu tweeted back at me that she was very close to a meth addict and doesn't think he could be that controlled. What do you mean close to a meth addict? Oh, now the bleached tips make sense. Sneaky methy D-negs. Now, Will was told after busting the main event that he was banned for the rest of this WSOP. He got his money and was escorted off the premises. Will took the information very respectfully and didn't even argue. I'm just kidding. He's a lawyer on meth having a manic episode. Ha!
You need tournaments the rest of this year.
Why?
Security will handle it from here.
Hang on a minute. I can't play any WSOP events just this year until July 16th?
You're done until...
But why? What have I done then?
You've been very disruptive. There's no more events for you this year. Yep.
But to be fair to Will, it would be super tilting to get banned from a guy who sounds like Droopy Dog. Now, it's been reported that once escorted off, Will never stopped walking. He just kept rambling the bad beat of getting banned into the dunes and on into the Las Vegas desert.
If I argue with him, he's going to give me a penalty. This is their answer, and they walk away. They can't handle the truth, they walk away. What kind of bullying is that? I think this is
He just walked right on to the sunset, and he's out there at this very moment, tilting the fuck out of the scorpions and the cacti. After all that Will Kassouf footage, I really want to see someone get punched in the face. So let's move on to our next story. And I haven't seen y'all in a while, so we got to cover some other shit. Adrien Peterson. This time he's not beating his son. Nope, he's punching some other men in the face. Your boy got into a fight at the Joker Stars Poker Room in Houston. Take a look.
Come on! Hey!
Wow, I haven't seen him swing like that since his son spilled his cup of coffee at the breakfast table. Now, Adrien Peterson used to be a star NFL running back, but after years of abusing and damaging his brain, he's now playing more poker, a brain sport. Adrien, who used to blow past defensive lines, now gets blocked by a shitty rolly chair. No wonder he retired. You know, actually, what do I know? I'm not going to judge. Maybe the chair was working in the offseason and has some good stats.
Rolly Willingston, left tackle, Jacksonville State.
When a club sets a serious tone and names themselves Joker Stars, bans are going to come down. Nope, I'm kidding. Neither were banned. And in fact, the only thing the poker room did in response to this brawl was hang a neon sign that says, "It's only chips." It's not only chips, it's my kid's college fund. Now, Baby Joe Castaneda, the player who fought Adrien Peterson, wants a rematch in the ring. Probably due to what happened the last time Adrien got in the ring. Even if I was going to get my ass kicked, I would love to fight a pro NFL player. Actually, I don't mean that at all. What am I talking about? Now it's time to talk about some winners who won. Actually, winning is for fucking losers. Fuck these guys. But Jonathan Little took a break from tweeting 5 tips to win at 1-3 to win his first World Series of Poker bracelet in the $1,000 online freeze-out. Jonathan Little is known for his legendary coaching program where he teaches you valuable lessons, like how you can call by just placing one chip in and not saying anything, or to raise pre-flop with aces. Congratulations, Jonathan. Jonathan Little, another name on the list from when I won my bracelet, who had not won yet. I need a second. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm told that, a legendary mixed game specialist. Is this about me? Oh, no. It's about David Baker, who won his first no-limit hold'em bracelet in the WSOP 5K Seniors event. Congrats, David. That's pretty sick that they're running 5K Seniors now. And he said the tournament was pretty easy to win because most of the field were sitting at the Rio waiting for the tournament to start. David was quoted as saying, "It's the seniors, so people say it's soft, but it's not. I've never played heads-up poker like I did today versus Chen." Referencing the heads-up match against Chen, which was very unique as it was the first time a player got penalized for napping. Albert NG and Mysterious Reg won 2 different satellites online to the 1K Ladies event. The entries in the satellites were $50 to $33, and a lot of ladies were really upset that he was even allowed to enter the satellite in the first place. Now, WSOP commented that unlike the seniors events online, where you can't click enter if you're not old enough, their technology is not able to differentiate between a small Asian man and a woman yet. When he was asked for a response, he said, quote, "I fire everything." And I fucking love that response. Instead of just saying you misclicked twice, which is what I think happened, because it's kind of unclear in the lobby, he just was like, yo, I play everything. It's like after you trip and fall in front of a bunch of pretty women and you're like, yeah, I travel with my face on the floor. You know, I love the way puddles feel on my knees. I do this all the time, you know. So, now, for any of you poker fans that don't have access to the internet and are watching this on a rock, WPT offered a bonus of $1 million to anyone who won their free roll and the bracelet. And the inevitable happened at the final table of the Millionaire Maker when Jesse Yaganuma and James Carroll, two known good pros, got heads up, with Yaganuma having qualified for the $1 million bonus if he won the event outright. And coming in with a 20-1 chip lead, somehow Yaganuma came back to win and colluded heads up with James Carroll, allegedly. Wow, so a really interesting spot here, right? We got two top-name pros. They're in cahoots to try to get an extra $1 million in the prize pool, bringing it from $2.3 million to $3.3 million. Because you're with your buddy, it's like, hey, if you win, there's an extra $1 million. If you don't win, there's not extra $1 million. I have a 20-1 chip lead over you. How do I get you chips? These two top-line pros doing a heist for $1 million. I'm sure they came up with some super complicated way to make it look great and collude and make the comeback for the ages that everybody believes, right?
23 million.
I'm gonna say, see if I'm right.
He's got a
42. Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh man, Dave.
How did I know?
How did you know? Oh, this is a masterclass.
Yeah.
So people have picked apart the footage of them heads up, and this story went outside of poker as well. And there are a lot of different theories on how they could communicate with each other. But the most common agreed upon method seems to have been the bet sizing. The theory being when Carroll bet an even amount, he had a hand. And if he bet an odd amount, he didn't have a hand. Here are some examples.
Carroll with ace 6 of diamonds. 6? Yipper, let's just be clear about that.
Just in case I wasn't being clear. Yaganuma has now
more than quadrupled up with only being in one ball in one time.
That he knew his opponent was bluffing.
That's right. It's scripted.
Okay.
What they're really doing.
So Carroll betting, what is going on here?
Carroll bets 15 million and Yaganuma.
He's gotta, like, what is going on?
Just raising with the best of it. Queen high, a monster on this board.
Can you see through my cards?
And Yaganuma has the chip lead.
What?
And I think this is a pretty good method on the go. You know, every time I've cheated, I've had tons of time to plan. Oh, never mind. I think they should have gone with something more sophisticated. I would have thought they'd come up with something like tape a broomstick to your foot and then tickle Yaganuma in the taint when you have it. Now, WSOP held back the prize money. Every poker player got pissed, and they ended up splitting the prize money as a chop and not giving anyone a bracelet. But here's the thing. They shadow banned these two in secret and private. Neither of them have social media platforms, but every single reliable pro poker player who knows them, and I've not heard directly, but they both got lifetime bans. And somebody asked on Twitter, and I'm sorry I'm not giving you credit, how much would you take to never play a WSOP event again? And 500K is, I'm good. Now, 500K to not have to fly all the way to Vegas for 5 hours to sit next to a stinky Frenchman and get your heart broken in 3 hands? I fucking call. You're overpaying me. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you the rest of these stories and catch you up from all the WSOP in the meantime. But since the production here at DGen Enterprises is a fucking mess, I just wanted to go over some of these stories with you and talk about Will a little bit and get the Coin Poker YouTube channel juicing. I know there's a half-ass one. I got my baby due soon. My daily vlogs are coming on my channel coming up soon. Please, it helps me. I'm gonna have my free roll soon. I'm calling it a wrap. We gotta end the show tonight, guys. I gotta go to bed in a timely fashion. That's it.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.